The National Youth Parliament of the Gambia, at a recent press conference, released the resolutions from their just concluded first ordinary session of the National Youth Parliament in the 2023 legislative year. Among these resolutions, there is a strong call for the government to place youth at the forefront of the recovery-focused National Development Plan for 2023 to 2027, emphasizing their active involvement in the plan's implementation. Furthermore, they advocate for empowering young people by facilitating opportunities for trade, skills training, and grants to nurture entrepreneurship and self-sufficiency. Additionally, there is a focus on promoting agriculture as a profitable venture by providing financial support through loans and grants to young individuals, as well as ensuring easy access to fertilizers to enhance agricultural productivity. To address youth-related concerns more effectively, the resolution also stressed the need to increase budget allocation for young people in the national budget. This financial boost will enable a better response to youth-related issues. In addition, the resolutions highlight the importance of prioritizing technical and vocational training programs to enhance youth employability. This includes the establishment of multipurpose TVET centers in each region and the enhancement of existing TVET centers, especially in rural areas, to prevent rural-urban migration and irregular migration. The resolutions call for the formation of an inclusive emergency response team to take swift actions to address irregular migration issues.
Make information communication technology an examinable subject at all levels of our education. Address the learning needs of persons with disabilities, particularly in teaching and learning of math. For the visually impaired, the provision of scholarships and the exclusive provision of Braille, ramp, and learning aids for persons with disabilities at all levels of education. Amend the 1997 Constitution to introduce a quota system aimed at enhancing women's participation in leadership and governance, promoting gender equity, and dismantling gender stereotypes. Protect and strengthen legal and institutional frameworks to provide more efficient implementation of laws and policies against FGMC.
The NYP also urges the government to enhance public awareness initiatives regarding adverse effects of FGMC and foster intergenerational discussions aimed at reaching a consensus on the matter.
Include youth representatives in national peace structures, including the Peace and Reconciliation Commission, to foster meaningful youth participation in all peace-building processes. Strengthen civil society security relations to foster collaboration for the maintenance of peace and security, and encourage intergenerational dialogue and community policing to foster mutual understanding in peace-building processes. Construct and develop sports facilities in each region to enable the youth to harness their potential and promote socio-economic development. Invest in the processing, manufacturing, and creative industries. Officially pronounce the youth as a national priority to inspire the specification of special programs for the youth and mainstreaming of youth issues in all sectors of national development. Reintroduce the draft constitution and prioritize key legal and governance reforms to solidify the harnessing of the gains of our transitional justice process.
The Speaker advocates for the government to give top priority to the youth by fostering job opportunities, curbing irregular migrations, and emphasizing the significance of sports.
There is a lot of a gap in terms of our sports development, and it has been part of the greatest industries that has been taking the name of the Gambia forward and putting us on the map. It should be very much prioritized. And understanding that we are about to implement the National Development Plan, it's important that that prioritizing of young people is put at the core. Because the reason most of the time government will say we don't have funding for this particular youth initiatives because we're not prioritized. But if you have something as your priority number one, no matter what happens, you would create that funding for them. And even if the funding opportunity is not there, you would find means of getting funds from somewhere else. Because as government, you can always move funds from one sector to the other. So if the young people are truly prioritized, like not just from word of mouth, but by action as well, it means issues of funding should be an issue of the past.
The National Youth Parliament of the Gambia is of the opinion that these resolutions will carry immense importance for the Gambia's future. The National Youth Parliament is a non-profit, non-partisan youth organization dedicated to advocating for the youth's interests in the Gambia. Reporting for Kerfatu, I am Fat Silla.